Hi guys, Fat Puddin here. Welcome back to another Forza Motorsport video on my channel. This one is with the Mustang Dark Horse. This one is a 5-litre natural aspirated V8, 500 horsepower, 373 kilowatts with 418 pounds-foot torque, 567 newton meters. It is a front engine rear wheel drive with a 6-speed transmission, weighing roughly 3,949 pounds, which is just under 1,800 kilograms. Okay, the track we are racing today is an 18-minute race round Silverstone circuit. I will give you some information on that. Originally, the RAF used this in World War II. Silverstone was home to bomber groups that utilised its long runways to get airborne with heavy munition loads. Thankfully, after the war was over, car enthusiasts abounded the airfield. It was leased to the Royal Automobile Club. Ever since the first crewed race course was established, cars have been flying around its tarmac. So that's basically the information on the track. We are racing the full circuit today, which is 2.25 miles, which is 3.62 kilometers. My apologies. Also, I just want to make a special message to you guys for us reaching 1,000 subscribers today. I can't believe we've hit this milestone. It's a massive, huge thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed, watched, liked, commented and supported this channel. Your encouragement keeps me motivated and excited to create more content every single day. When I started this journey, I never imagined to get to 1,000 subscribers, in all honesty. But here we go, growing together as a community. This is not just a number, it represents all the amazing connections we've built and the passions we share for racing, in my opinion. Cars, speed, you name it. Just the very pleasure of taking part in racing games really does give me a huge amount of for pleasure and comfort anyway. This is just the beginning, in my opinion. I've got so much planned. I'm thrilled to take you along for the ride. Let me know in your comments what you'd like to see next, if anything, or if there's a special way we could celebrate this milestone together. Anyway, here's to the next 1,000 subscribers and beyond, and thank you again for being this part of this journey with me. You're so very special, and you're all awesome, so thanks again. Anyway, back to the race. I actually started at the front of the grid racing this guy called Maki Marto Canutos. Some people have some really strange names. I suppose you could say mine's a strange name as well, but anyway, that's just a personal thing why I'm called Fat Puddin Gaming. Anyway, we'll move on. So this guy's racing if I remember, the Nissan 370Z. Now, I didn't actually include a replay in this, and it was a mistake on my part. I actually forgot to record the replay. I did end up going through many of the replays, making sure that I had them all recorded, but this one actually slipped through the net, so I do apologise for that. But it will, for the next video, it will be included, so like I say, apologies on that. But I had a really good race on this one. This car was tuned, I think it was tuned up to A-Class. We had A-Class and S-Class racing in this multi-class lobby, not three car classes. This was just 2 car classes. Not sure why that was, but you know, Turn 10 obviously make their own criteria up to when it comes to what racing format we will take part in. Anyway, Silverstone, great, fantastic circuit. And I think I actually did say this is actually the full circuit. I'm not actually sure that it is. Looking at the, it could actually be the national circuit, because there is 3 variants: International, Grand Prix, and the National. So it's either the International or the National. I'll just have another look at the map as we go round. I should have done a bit more homework. Anyway, I had a great race with this guy called Maki. We'll call him Maki for short. And a guy in 3rd position called P. Duran. He was actually driving the Ford GT 350R, to my knowledge. We all had a great race, but some incidents do start happening, as you'll notice in a minute. The multi-car class, the S-Class guy, just decides just to basically just run me off the track. As you can see, he's just pushed me really wide. I don't know if he got a penalty or not, but you honestly think that he's racing a faster car. It's not like it's down to the last corner, the last turn of the last corner of the race. You know, don't know why he's being so aggressive. Maybe it's just his ability to control the car, maybe. Anyway, I digress on that one. Anyway, we'll carry on with the commentary. So as you know, I've got a bit of a loss of time there. We're down over to a second. There's another S-Class car going past me there. And on the way you see it, like I said on my previous videos, don't ever give up. Just keep cracking in. We have actually got a pit stop on this race. So that's obviously going to play a massive part. I am actually running the medium compound on this car. I just thought it was the best option, just go do a long stint. And then as you can see there, Mackie's just been in connection with the other guy, and that's actually slowed him down. So in a way, maybe there's a little bit of justice there, not because it was anything to do with his fault, but the fact that we've both been in contact with S-Class cars. So it looks like an F40's just gone up on the inside of me there. This guy called Cayman 154. He's racing for position. He's up into third. He's obviously chasing the other car in front. Hopefully Mackie won't get in contact with him. See, that guy's being a bit more courteous. He knows he can pass him. He's just not going to run him off the track like it did on in my example, as you just seen. So we're coming round to the end of this lap. Got it down to 0.7. We've got Duran in 4.5 seconds behind. I think he's maybe come in contact with a couple of cars. If you can look in the bottom left hand corner, you can actually see there's quite a lot of traffic going on at the moment, but we're just trying to stay away. I ended up braking a bit too late there, and that was totally my fault. Ended up losing position. Not very good on my part. I don't know what that was down to, maybe being a bit overzealous, but anyway, mistakes do happen. We are human after all. But just got back on the track and carried on. Mackie's got a 7.2 lead now. I do know that this Mustang is it was tuned. I did tune it myself. Did do a lot of homework, playing about with the cambers and the anti-roll bars and the springs, brake pressures, just trying to get it where it was easier for me to drive than the stock tune, because I seem to find the stock tunes are good when you're racing them. But they're not fast. They're just like a base setting. Do you know what I mean? You've got to tweak them to make them good. Dropping the ride height, maybe putting a bit of aero on the back, getting a bit more downforce, a bit more grip in the corners. So there you go. Pete Duran now, the guy in the Ford GT. I think that. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. I'm sure it was a Ford 350. I think it was a recent model as well. He's up into second place now, because he did have a 4.5 second gap on him for third position. But I just thought just carry on and see how this plays out. I've also been doing a lot of practice without the assists. Let me know what you think, guys, if you do run the assists or not. I seem to find that I can run now without ABS and stability management, but the only thing I can't really do without is the traction control. I seem to find that if you do go off the track at all on any of the without the assists, the car just basically spins out. It loses grip completely, and the traction control just helps that the wheels not to lose too much grip and just help you not to spin the car out. But anyway, that's just my personal preference anyway. So moving forward, we've got just over 10 minutes left of the race. We're still in a podium position. I have got a little penalty there for my first incident with Mackie. Mackie's got a 7.2 lead. Duran's just in front of me. I am keeping a bit worried about the guy in the faster car behind me, but hopefully he'll be a bit more safety conscious. I'll just run a bit wide on this corner here to let him through. So hopefully there's no more incidents like there was previously. Duran's obviously got a bit more of a gap on me now because I've had to slow down. But we've all got penalties at the moment. Looks like Mackie's made a mistake as well. I didn't actually see where he went off. He must have gone off the track. Either that, he's gone to the pit lane. Let's put it down to him being in the pits. Just looking at the track map now, I'm not sure he's that far ahead of us, but there is people in the pits. Anyway, he's dropped down to 4th position, and do quote me if I'm wrong on that one, guys. I'm not sure if he went off or not. I mean, he must have been, because he's down to 4th position now. So up in the inside of Pete Duran, tried to take him on the outside. He's just cut up on the inside. do you know something? I think that's not actually a Ford. I think that could actually be another Mustang. He's got the Eurofoil on the back. Yeah, it's a Mustang, my apologies. I did actually look at the race results before I started, and I did notice there was a 350 involved, but that's definitely not him. Anyway, yeah, did try and make an overtake there, ran a bit wide, as you know, broke a bit late, lost a bit of me speed. Anyway, as you can see, my car's a lot faster than a straight line. So coming up onto the near the end of this lap now, just trying to stay up with Duran. He's I think his car's got a bit more pace in the corners than mine. Mine's got a bit more straight line speed because I've actually changed got a custom race transmission in it. Ran a bit wide there. I'm not sure if the stewards are going to give him a little bit of a penalty. He's trying to cover the inside line now. Here I come now up on the inside of turn 1. Braking a little bit later. A bit cautious there, didn't want to hit him. He's just gone on the outside, which you would do. Coming out into the infield section now, braking a bit late again. He's run a bit high on the corners there, lost a bit of speed, runs a bit wide on that one. I'm cutting up on the inside now. He's run wide again. I don't know if he's struggling with tyre degradation or he's due for the pit stop. Maybe he started on the soft tyres, not sure. But Mackie's also going to be still involved in this one, but he's not actually showing in the top 4 at the moment. So braking late on that corner, just covering at the inside there, not giving me the opportunity to cut me up on the inside. Run a bit tight on that corner as well to do the same. As you can see, he's trying to get back at me, but I do know once I get onto this straight, he should be able to pull away, get back up into first position for now anyway. But do bear in mind we have actually got a pit stop coming up in the next lap or so. So coming down to stadium section now, just trying to follow the racing line. And this car is a beautiful car to drive, guys. If you are interested in this car, it is the 2024 Ford Mustang Dark Horse. I'm not actually sure how expensive it is. I think it's a couple of 100,000 credits to maybe 200,000 credits to buy. It's definitely one for an A-class. I mean, you could tune it to whatever you wanted. You could de-restrict it, I suppose. You could put a different engine in it. You could drop it down. I think primarily it's an A-class car. But anyway, there is plenty of tunes out there. Maybe it's worth having a go at giving it a tune yourself. But it's quite easy to do once you've got the know-how. You can't really go wrong. If the car doesn't feel right, you change one thing, and if it doesn't feel right, you put it back or put it the other way. You know, it's up or down on the scale, really. So we're coming down to the end of this lap now. We've got just over 6.5 minutes to go. I think Duran has just got in the pits, or has he? Yes, he has. For some strange reason, he went up to first place. I think that's because when you go in the pits, it cuts the corners out. Therefore, it's thinking the car's in front of you, even though he's not on the track. If that makes sense. We've got a guy called Brockwurst. He's in second position. We've got Duran in third, and we've got Mackie Matter. He was the guy that I was racing with at the beginning of the race in the white Nissan 370Z. So he's going to play another part into this towards the end of the race, if memory serves me right. So we're coming up on this lap now. I think it was time to have a look at the tyre degradation. If you look in the bottom right hand corner graphic of the car, you can see my tyre wear is way below 50% now. I reckon I could have gone maybe another couple more laps, but with the time ticking down, I just thought it'd be better just to come in. I've only got 3 laps of fuel left. I was going to put on a fresh set of soft tyres, and as you know, the soft tyres are the quickest, but they don't last as long on the track due to the compound. So we're still keeping an eye on the time gaps. Still got a nice healthy 12-second lead, but that will all change once we come into the pits, and hopefully we can still come out in a favourable position for a podium. That was my initial thoughts. Maybe I could start in the top half of the race, and hopefully the way I want to finish is always primarily where I start. I mean, unless you're starting at the back, then you want to be as closest to the front as possible. but if you're quick enough to get a podium in qualifying in the top half, you should have the pace to stay up at the front. So I think this is the one where I come into the pits now, get the Mustang boys to do a quick tyre change. We don't need to make any changes to the fuel load because I put a full tank of gas in for the duration. So here we go. Get the guys to do the quick tyre change now, in and out. Smooth as silk as always by the boys. Just under 2.6 seconds. I think we've only got maybe 3-4 minutes left of the race. As I said before, this is a timed race. Anyway guys, let me know what you think. Are you actually enjoying the multiplayer part of this, or do you just stick to career mode? I have noticed myself I'm actually doing a lot of career racing, but the thing is with the career racing, you're not online, you're just racing with the AI, and I found the AI to be extremely aggressive. They do ram you off the track a lot, they do brake check you as well in slower corners for some reason. You would think Turn 10 would have sorted these little things out by now. I mean, you don't seem to find Gran Turismo that has that problem, but you know me on this. It's not a finished article game, is it? It's a long way off for me anyway. The fundamentals are there, but it just doesn't seem to work that well, especially in career racing. Multiplayer's the way to go, in my opinion. Anyway, we've come out the pit lanes. We've got We've got 3 minutes to go. We've still got a healthy 2-second lead on Duran. Maki Mata in the 370. He's back up into a podium position. Meaning I know for a fact that guy had the fastest lap in the race. So I know he's got great race pace. But due to not so many mistakes on my part, maybe the higher S-Class cars have ruined our race. I got hit. Maki got hit a couple of times. I'm sure Duran got hit as well a few times. But that's down to it, isn't it? You don't know what people's skill sets are when you're taking part in multiplayer races. They could have just started off and are just getting used to the game and the dynamics of the game to see how it feels. Especially cars that aren't tuned properly, they don't handle as well. So we've got 2 minutes left now of the race. We're coming up to the entire race distance now, which I think it equates to about 27 28 miles, which is roughly around 8 laps around this circuit. So don't forget guys, if you do like my content, do please consider subscribing, because as you know, we've just broken that 1,000 subscriber milestone, which is fantastically greatly appreciated. I have been trying to promote my channel on other social platforms as well, but not really give me a great indication to see if that actually helps as much as you would think it would. I think it plays a big part in the algorithm as well. I think you should just leave it maybe for a couple of days before you promote your videos on other social platforms, and just let the YouTube algorithm do its best to promote it firstly. Anyway, I have seen a few videos about that, but maybe that's just people's personal opinion, not so much the gospel truth that actually how the algorithm works. Anyway, we're coming round to the last minute of the race now. This is going to be the last lap. Not the most exciting race, I'm afraid to say. Multi-car racing is usually up and down. You can either have a really hectic one, or you can just have one which is pretty much like this, quite straightforward. But like I said, never give up. As you can see, I went off a few times, made a few really rookie mistakes on my part, but just keep trying and try your best. You will get those rewards, but it will come with time. You just need to be patient. That's the only advice I can give you really, and just drive within your limits. A lot of the guys I see online at the moment are just driving way beyond and just making loads of mistakes. But as you can see, it's not really it's more of an arcade racer, as I've said previously, not so much a simulated race like iRacing or Assetto Corsa Competizione. Anyway, coming up to the end of the race now, another podium, first place in the Mustang. I hope you enjoyed this one guys. like I said before, we'll just have a quick look at the results. As you can see, I got first position. Looks like I did actually qualify on pole position. Anyway, there you go. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all your support. Don't forget, drop me a like, hit that thumbs up, and thanks again. Thanks for your support. You're all awesome, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.